Hi, it's Tatiana. Hey guys, it's been a while since I think I was week 14 when I did my gender reveal, and I have not given you guys an update as to how my pregnancy is going. So I just want to check in. I actually did a video, but I didn't upload it. I thought I did, but I didn't. And it was the week that I was feeling great. Um, and so that week was the week of the 16, like the 16 week, and that's when I actually end up going to see my new doctor. So that week I felt so much better. I wasn't as exhausted anymore. I was entering the second trimester, and they say once you do that, you usually feel better, and I definitely was feeling better, and not as moody and things like that. So yeah, it felt great. And then last week came and this week came, and I don't feel exhausted per se, but my body feels like it's just broken, especially waist down. Like I feel as if my bones are not connected. I just feel loose. Yo, the challenges of pregnancy. But I mean, I'm grateful because I'm able to still perform my day-to-day work or whatnot. But once I get home, after a certain time, like 8 o'clock, I just feel very weak and I'm not able to be on my feet as much. I don't remember that too much from my other kids. I did have my second child. I had sciatic pain. So that one, I would take this one over that anytime. That was not good. So anyways, what's been happening? So week 16, I end up going to the new doctor because I did switch gynecologists. So I end up seeing my new one. She's the African American female, and she really took time to consult and ask me questions about my background and my concerns and things like that. So it was pretty great visit. She did mention that she had to do another test, blood work, because she was missing the one for September, which again, this would be my third time that I'm doing lab work since I found out I'm pregnant. But about the same thing, still that blood, that antibodies thing that I was talking about, the anti-Kell. So she wanted to have the new blood work for that, and also for the thyroid. She mentioned that my thyroid looked low, my numbers look low, from the previous lab work that was done in August, which I didn't know. Well, I was so focused on the antibodies that I didn't look at that one, but I mean, at that point, I was hoping that my previous doctor would have brought that up, but he never did. So, anyways, she did the blood work. Then she also tried to listen to the baby's heart. That on During that visit, she was not planning to have an ultrasound, but because she couldn't find a heartbeat, I mean, we could feel the baby in there, but she couldn't get him. She couldn't hear the heartbeat, so she asked for ultrasound that day. So I end up getting an ultrasound. The baby's in there fine. He was actually pretty relaxed, wasn't moving or anything, so we couldn't really take a scan of his face or whatnot. So we end up just listening to his heartbeat and took some pictures. He was like, his heartbeat was like a 160, and I'm like, well, he's resting, and he's already at 160. So, but yeah, he started moving pretty early for me, because my other two pregnancies, I used to feel the kicks and all of that like mid 20, like 22 weeks, 25 weeks, around that time. Like all this stuff that people used to say that they hear the heartbeat. I mean, they feel the kicking pretty early. I never felt that. But this one at 16 weeks, he started, like, he would literally kick. But he doesn't move as much, but once in a while I do feel his movements. And I thought it was pretty early, but it's typical to feel the kicks and the movements around 15, 16 weeks. So, okay, that feels good. What else? I think mood wise, I feel like I'm very moody. I thought this was supposed to end after the first trimester. I I don't lash out as much as I did with my second pregnancy. My first pregnancy was smooth, so I mean, as far as like mood and physically, all of that. So that's why I don't mention my first one as much. But my second one, mood, as far as like moodiness, yeah, I was. But I was more reactive with my second one. This one I don't feel as though I'm reactive, but I just get so irritated, easily irritated, and just have days that I just want to be left alone. And I don't know if it's just that my body is aching, so yeah, it's annoying. I don't like that. I want to get out of that funkiness. It doesn't help that it's going to be winter soon, and I hate winter. So I'm hoping that I will find something that's going to make me kind of joyful and not so irritated all the time. So something to work on. Otherwise, so the blood test came back, actually the third one that this new doctor did. So she called me and explained to me that she's going to have to send me to a perinatal so that I can start being followed by them, just to make sure that the anti-Kell antibodies do not cross over the placenta, which I already knew. And that's the whole reason of me quitting my other doctor, because he didn't send me to a perinatal, or he never followed up with that. And that was the main reason why I looked for a new doctor. So I told her that's essentially what it is that I want, just to be followed, because that's the same routine that I did with my first child, just to make sure that the blood does not cross over with the placenta, because that could affect the baby and make the baby anemic, which I've been blessed to not have that experience with any of my children so far. And and I believe that I'm not going to have that, but it's good to be monitored, just in case. So that's what she's referring me to a perinatal for that. I did ask about the thyroid. She said that she's not too worried about it because the T4 numbers are pretty good, are normal, but my TSH numbers are very, very low. But she says she's going to keep monitoring it, and if I need medication, she'll put me on medication, but not right now. I don't know how I feel about that. That's another book of research that I have to look into, because I'm not familiar with that. I've heard of it. A friend of mine has that, but it's different. The hypo, all of that. I've heard of it, but I need to dig a little bit more into that. So, yeah. Do you understand now why I said this is my last pregnancy? I'm thankful though, because I'm telling you, most women, they go through worse, but I just don't want to deal with this at this age, at this time of my life. I don't want to deal with it. So, but it's already here. We're going to take it one day at a time. We're going to be grateful, and we're going to go all the way to March and deliver successfully. And it's going to be great. That's the mindset that I'm going with, right? Besides that, okay, so the cravings, what has the cravings? Just still spicy food. Yeah. My bitter mouth is not as bad as before. So I feel like my mouth is not as bitter as it used to be. I'm able to tolerate some things, but nothing really fills me, unless it's soup, and it has to be this African type of, they call it pepper soup. Yeah, like that kind, which I never used to like before because it's so spicy. But that's the only real thing that gives me satisfaction. Oh, but lately I've been eating. I started eating sushi, not the uncooked one. I think it's the California roll. I believe that one is something. It's not uncooked. But the spicy one, spicy California rolls, I've been eating those for the past week or two. That's what I've been wanting. Then last week was salads. Like I just wanted salads and salads and salads. So nothing specific besides the spicy food. Anything else I can think of? Yeah, so that's all, y'all. My next visit will be when I'm week 20. That's when they do the whole big ultrasound. And then I'll let you know what the perinatal says once I get an appointment with them about the anti-Kell. And I believe that's all. All right. If you guys have questions or any insight as far as this tower thing, please let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.